Congratulations, you did it. You are now a new DevNet certified professional. After spending countless hours preparing for your certification exams and learning things like Python, REST APIs, Linux, NETCONF, and Yang data models, you are now DevNet certified. So now what? What do you do with these new DevNet skills? My name is Lightfoot. I am a Cisco developer advocate for Cisco DevNet. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 tips that you can use to not only advance your DevNet skills, but also apply them in your current workplace. With no further ado, let's start with tip number 1, which is begin to add value. Now that you're DevNet certified, one major reason you even got certified was because you wanted to apply your skills in your production environment. Well, let's look at some ways that you can add value right now. In many organizations, they have an automation team or some other engineer that automates scripts. And one of the things that happen in productions is that the code bases documentation falls behind or is not even accurate to where someone else on the team can use it. So here's where you come in. You can find those scripts, learn them, update the documentation for yourself and for your teams to use. And this will allow you to add value to your organization and also learn more about the code that's being used in production. The next way that you can add value is to fix any bugs that are in your current code base. Another thing that happens in production is you'll have a Python script that may run on a single computer or on a Linux system or a Windows system that doesn't always function as intended. So what you can do is find out the problem in the code, fix the bug, and make sure that every time that code is ran, it runs the way it is supposed to run. The third tip that we're going to talk about that you can use to begin to add value to your organization is to fix any security vulnerabilities that are in your current code bases. Now, when we talk about security vulnerabilities, one major one is passwords and API keys. Often in our code bases that are either stored in GitHub or on some other shared environment, these API keys and passwords will be stored in the code, which is a big no-no. So what you can do is take your new DevNet skills and alleviate that problem, either by using environmental variables or something like HashiCorp's Vault, which we have an excellent repo here from our DevNet Code Exchange that you can use to apply your new DevNet skills. The second tip that we have is to automate the things. I found the best way to improve my DevNet skills in Python, Bash, Ansible, or some other software development tool is to challenge myself by automating something that I do repeatedly. Now, this can be work-related or for personal use. And honestly, for me, doing something that is personal and I'm passionate about really helps me learn exponentially. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're interested in automating your lights in your house. Learning a tool like Home Assistant and applying some automation in your home, automation for lights or sound or your TV or something like that can really help you learn. Now, for me, I took on the challenge of creating a Twitter bot that I used to tweet out motivational quotes on my timeline daily. I had a lot of fun doing that, and it really helped me learn a lot about Python and just about automation in general. The third tip is join an open source community. Many software developers engage in open source projects, and many of those projects are exclusively on GitHub, which gives you the ability to contribute to those projects. One project that I love that's around network automation and developed by Cisco is PyATS. Contributing to these open source projects gives you the ability to get feedback on your code, build an awesome community, and then also put your code out there to build your resume and just to get seen and build relationships in the industry. So please embrace open source projects and let me know how it goes for you. The fourth tip is solve problems. In tips 1 through 3, you've thought of ways to improve your skills and you've applied them. In tip 4, now you're looking at your production environment and thinking of ways that you can use automation to solve problems. One way is backing up your running configurations and storing them with the host name and the date of the backup into some type of version control, or using something like Cisco DNA to manage your device deployment. Your new DevNet skills can be applied and add major value here to solve problems in your organization. One thing I want to mention is that always test your code in some type of development environment and get it approved before you apply it in production. And now, number 5, continue learning. When it comes to getting the DevNet certification, the journey does not stop at the certification. Now that you're certified and you're applying your skills, continue to take courses, read books, blogs, attend conferences, and contributing to GitHub and other organizations to get feedback on your code and continue advancing your skills. Shameless plug here. To help you on your journey, make sure that you continue using the DevNet Start Now, as well as our learning labs and modules. And if you have questions, know that we at DevNet are here to help you. Lastly, let's talk about your next challenge. Network engineering and app dev is a journey, and it's one that you have to embrace. I've gave you several tips that you can apply not only to your personal life, but also to your professional life. And these skills are some of my favorite skills in my toolbox. And what I challenge you is to continue developing that skill set and sharing your skill set with the community on Twitter, GitHub, and LinkedIn. Here at DevNet, we're here to support you. If I can automate, so can you. And I'm here to see you through on your journey. I'll catch you on the next one. We hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.